Rashad Thomas is an op-ed contributor for the Arizona Republic. Recently, he walked into a Phoenix restaurant and he was triggered by an image that was so overtly racist, it was almost beyond belief. You see, apparently this eatery had a photo of white folk sporting blackface, and that, of course, is verboten in this day and age, unless you happen to be a certain Democrat governor, of course. But wait a second, what exactly did that offensive photo depict? Was it an image of this guy, perhaps?
Mammy, Mammy.
Oh, but no, it wasn't Al Jolson or anyone else dating back to the not-so-good old days when blackface was acceptable. Rather, here's the offending image. Now, just in case you're prone to jumping to conclusions like Thomas, no, that isn't blackface makeup, and no, those aren't insensitive performers. Rather, the black stuff is soot, and the men it is clinging to are coal miners after completing a shift down at the mine. Even so, Thomas demanded to speak with someone in charge. The pub's co-owner went to the table and explained that Thomas was gazing at a vintage photo of coal miners. That's where the story should end, right? Yet instead of Thomas saying something along the lines of, "Oops, my bad," he actually doubled down on his outrage. Essentially, he said that it didn't matter what the photo actually depicts, because his interpretation of the photograph is that it's a bunch of honkies donning blackface, which means it must be taken down. Then this social justice columnist went on to write a column venting about a photo that, again, does not depict white men sporting blackface. The most jaw-dropping line in the column is surely this nugget of wisdom, quote, "Fact, the photograph shows coal miners' faces covered in soot. The context of the photograph is not the issue," end quote. No, Mr. Thomas, you idiot. The context of the photo is, of course, the entire issue. Context is everything, and the context here is this. You are seeing something that does not exist. And just because you are presumably the only person on the planet suffering from such an optical delusion, that doesn't mean society has to accommodate you. Yet, is this where we are today when it comes to mind-numbing political correctness? That we must now kowtow to loons who are triggered by racism when absolutely zero racism exists? Where does it end? How do we fix this? For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, if you heard, all Rebel shows are available as a podcast. Please go to the Rebel.media/listen.